After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. The straight right just misses. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here at all. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Do you believe what we are seeing? They exchange punches. Nope, that jab not going to score. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Corrales might be ready to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? Hold it right there. Corrales is stumbling and bumbling. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he just missed with that left jab. Tried to score with the uppercut. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
Their jab's looking nice.
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That hook was off target. That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nope, that hook won't score. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter shot. Can't score with that right uppercut. Misses with the jab. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the...
One shot at a time.
On to the fourth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's...
Whoa, Johnny! Will the referee step in? And down goes the artist. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? And the artist has been dropped. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Hold that thought! Corrales in some real trouble now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Why weren't they more cautious? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skill.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. So much for defense. And the artist will be forced down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. You still want to fight?
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Get your boxing back together.
On to the fifth we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. How about that time counter shot? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom. And it's...
And Corrales goes down. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Straight right, just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. He's been knocked down, but at least not...
Breathe.
There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to blitz.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Can they finish it? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So much for defensive abilities. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. It somehow weathered the storm. Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, and Corrales, the body language tells you all you need to know. And down goes Diego Corrales. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, time.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Corrales might be ready to go. And going to the canvas is Corrales. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Tom. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We continue.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Hold that thought. Corrales is stumbling and bumbling. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering.
You're smart. You want to go ahead and
Here comes round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this. And that shot will do it as Corrales goes down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need to see that again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination.